What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to go ahead and once again just dissect the Call of Duty community and their opinions over Modern Warfare 3, and just pointing out where we have been screaming at Infinity Ward to change specific things, and now that these things are changed, we're still complaining about it. Of course, we always will acknowledge that Modern Warfare 3 is still technically DLC. It should just be a patch to Modern Warfare 2. But that's besides the point here. We've been asking for things to be fixed, specific things to be fixed. Those things were resolved, and we're still coming at their necks non-frickin' stop. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, I do want to mention, thank you, Brotherhood, for the gameplay. Obviously, I really do appreciate it. I will be recording my own gameplay on the 11th when it goes live for PC, so make sure you guys go ahead and follow my Kick channel. I got that link down in the description of this video, along with Brotherhood's channel as well. Make sure you go ahead and check him out. I'm going to be streaming over there pretty much all the time, grinding out Modern Warfare 3, trying to get content, and obviously discussing it with you guys live and in action. And also, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. You will be notified on pretty much everything revolving around Modern Warfare 3, and of course, XDefiant as well, but sadly, the game is getting postponed again. I was going to make a whole separate video for that, but honestly, the amount of times that this game has been pushed back, I'm sure everybody already knows about it. 50,000 people have probably already made a video about it. It's whatever. Right now, I do want to focus on Modern Warfare 3, and when the time comes for XDefiant, we'll discuss and cover that as much as possible. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right into the topic of today's video. We'll go ahead and start off with the time to kill discussion right now. All across Twitter, and whatever social media you use, I personally use Twitter. All I see right now, along with other complaints, which, again, I will discuss later in this video, is the time to kill is too long now. Guys, all throughout Modern Warfare 2 and all throughout Modern Warfare 2019, people said the time to kill was way too quick. Personally, I don't mind it. I like having 100 HP and I like having 150 HP. I think it's a nice little... it's refreshing. That's the word I'm looking for. It's refreshing to go back and forth between games when they switch up the HP, because it's different play styles. With 100 HP, you want to be a little bit more conservative with how you play because you could die in 2 seconds, and with 150 HP, you can be a tad bit more aggro because you can obviously eat more shots. I don't mind. But the massive amount of people that I see 24/7, always on the internet complaining, said they want longer time to kill because it's more skillful. So be it. Sledgehammer Games brought up the time to kill and made it basically exactly like Cold War. It's already been tested. Everything's already been, messed around with. We have actual facts that showcase that the time to kill is pretty much identical to Cold War. There you have it. We have 150 HP. And the best part about Cold War's HP is that it wasn't like Black Ops 4's 150 HP, right? It was a little bit more toned back. So it wasn't as much stacking where players basically, hug each other's asses to make sure that they have extra health on one another and then take down enemies. It's not as vicious with Cold War and obviously here in Modern Warfare 3. But man, let me show you guys a gameplay, a little clip here from someone over on Twitter that was saying that this right here is ridiculous. They claimed that this amount of shots that they put forth into the enemy is actually ridiculous. I'm going to, go ahead and flash it up. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, okay? They're using, I believe, an assault rifle. They also used a battle rifle as well. Actually, no, I think this is it a battle rifle? I think it is a battle rifle that they might have possibly used in this footage. I know he did 2 different things, but at the end of the day, this individual is basically saying it's taking way too many shots to go ahead and actually win this gunfight. And in reality, it really didn't take that much. Personally, from that clip, I saw about maybe 3 hit markers. 4 if my eyes are, deceiving me. But I saw 3. And honestly, from that range, yeah, that's just what happens. You ask for longer time to kill, ladies and gentlemen, and you get longer time to kill. You need to land more shots. And I've also seen the complaints that the battle rifles are taking too many shots. People are saying that it takes up to like 5 shots with battle rifles. But again, I don't really get the complaints on that. Every single time Treyarch brings out a 150 HP game, the battle rifles and the burst weapons always reign supreme, and we have to go 2 to 3 months of them sitting there nerfing weapons, readjusting weapons just to make the balance actually normal. Here we are with Modern Warfare 3. Right out the gates, they make it so the ARs and SMGs are balanced enough that the battle rifles aren't just mopping the floor, because obviously 150 HP, people tend to go more towards the damage-heavy weapons because they want to tank people down a lot quicker. But in this game, it doesn't seem to be the case. Now, I don't know if that's a glitch, I don't know if that's a problem, but honestly, from long range, 5 shots isn't too shabby. I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially if you have good enough accuracy. Guys, Again, this right here is giving off major map vibes, where everybody complains about the map variety for all these years. They say, okay, screw it. We're just going to give them, one of the most popular Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare 2. We're just going to remaster all the maps from that game. And still, till this date, we're complaining about it. We still find something to hate about the maps somehow, some way, even though they're the same maps we played back in 2009, right? It's the same situation. It's like, we were complaining about 100 HP. Nobody wants 100 HP. People want longer gunfights. They say, okay, they give us longer gunfights, and now we're still complaining about it. I don't know what to tell anybody at this point. I really don't know what to tell anybody. We need to stop jumping to conclusion on these things, Like, for example, with the maps, it's probably just skill-based matchmaking weighing them down. The way people play nowadays, along with the matchmaking algorithm, makes these classic map experiences 10 times more difficult, which might make you not enjoy it as much. But it's not the map. It's not the map itself, right? Same thing with the time to kill, It's probably the servers. More than likely, it's the crappy servers we're playing on, where it's making your gunfights and all your engagements absolutely inconsistent. And that's probably making you think the time to kill is awful, when in reality, if the servers were actually performing good, you would have nice, consistent gunfights, which means the time to kill wouldn't feel off to you, and you probably wouldn't have any complaints. But again, people jump to conclusion that it's the time to kill when it's not. Like I said, we have already had tests. We know what the time to kill is in this game. It's not long. It's not like it's Black Ops 4 time to kill, and it's definitely not longer than Black Ops 4 time to kill. It's exactly what people were, wanting here. Let's move past the time to kill. Let's move over to the actual movement in this game, the slide canceling and the B-hopping. Now, I went ahead and I played, Modern Warfare 3 here on my PlayStation 4. Man, I got to be honest, I had a pretty darn decent time. I cannot wait till the PC one drops so I can actually, like I said, get gameplay and I can stream it and stuff like that for you guys. Sadly, you can't play the PS4 beta anymore on the 10th. I think the beta completely shuts down. But on the 8th and 9th, it was open for absolutely everybody. You didn't even need to have, the paid subscription service to any of these platforms. You could just simply hop on it free of charge, which was great. But I tried them out. I tried out the B-hopping. I tried out the slide canceling. And that was something that I really wanted to dig deep into, because I see all over the internet that the B-hopping is too slow. The slide canceling has too big of a delay. I don't know what to tell the community anymore. I'm seriously at a point where I believe that there is nothing that could be done that could truthfully make anybody happy in this community. Absolutely, literally, absolutely nothing. I don't know what else could be done. They did the perfect middle ground here. And I'm not even lying to you. They did the perfect middle ground here. This is what I think of when I think of modern day Call of Duty movement. I don't know where the hell everybody gets the thought that back in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, you could B-hop across the map. I don't know where this magical thought ever came up, but that's advanced movement stuff. That's where that era began. Back in the day, you could do one B-hop or you could drop shot. If you even attempted to do a second B-hop or maybe even a third, your momentum got absolutely killed. You were a sitting duck in the middle of the open. You couldn't move. It was a horrible move. Like, the only time people B-hopped is when they were confident they were about to get into an engagement and ready to win a gunfight. That's the only time, really. And again, people are coming up with these myths that, like, modern day COD, it's not playing like the OG classics. I used to B-hop 50,000 times from point A to point B. Man, I don't know if you played the OG Call of Duty games. Maybe on PC, like the OG Call of Duty 4, that was pretty lit. But anything else, like I said, the momentum dipped tremendously. So this right here is a perfect in-between. It gives you your classic movement, which, like I said, with Modern Warfare 2, I never thought was that bad, but everybody always bashed me for believing that. But that's what this is right here. This game is literally Modern Warfare 2 with a patch. That's all it is. It gives you that movement that Modern Warfare 2 presented, but it adds in slide canceling. It, quickens up the B-hops so you don't lose that much momentum. And that's basically it. That's what everybody asked for. But people are salty right now that you can't B-hop literally in a straight line like it's no tomorrow. But you can B-hop right now. You can jump multiple times, and it honestly doesn't completely kill your momentum, let alone your gunfights. You can still pretty decently engage. But to go from point A to point B with non-stop jumping, no. I mean, it's not like Black Ops 4. That's what you did in Black Ops 4, where you just jump with no momentum drop, and you could just do that across the map. That's what everybody's asking for, I guess, at this point, which isn't bad. But to compare that to OG COD is when it just blows my mind. Okay, like, again, I don't know if people really know what they're asking for within this game. I don't know if this is legitimate requests or if it's just something that's over the top. I can't tell anymore. But honestly, the B hops feel good. I think it feels nice. Again, it's not over the top where it's like advanced movement COD, but it's not as slow as a classic OG COD. It's right smack dab in the middle, and it's smooth. Same thing with the slide canceling. They added in a slide cancel, but people are really angry because it's a slight bit of a delay, which is just ridiculous to me because once again, the slide cancel should be used as a skill gap to maneuver into a gunfight. You know, maybe use it a few times depending on the engagement that you're in. But people literally want to spam it from point A of the map all the way to the opposite point B of the map, nonstop. Every movement. They don't even want to sprint. They don't want to run. They don't want to walk. They just literally want to slide. Just a nice clean slide on their butt across ice. That's all people want to do when it comes to these games nowadays. And I don't get it. I think that slide cancel is pretty darn good right now. It's a little bit of a delay. But in reality, you know, if you're a really skilled player and you're playing around OBJ and you're, you know, playing around your team, you don't have to abuse that movement like that, you know? If you're defending B flag, why do you need to spam? Like, again, I might be going crazy here. And I would love for you guys to go down in the comment section and let me know because I might just be absolutely going cuckoo. But when I played this game for the 2 days that I played it, even though it was on PS4, my PS4 is on the verge of dying, so it wasn't the best experience, I had absolutely no problems when it came to those factors. My biggest problems were literally the fact that I was playing on a PS4. That's probably it. I know more problems will probably arise when I hop on my PC and I get my real account. I guarantee the biggest things are just going to be the skill-based matchmaking. I think that's the biggest problem, and just the boredom of the maps. Being bored of playing the same OG Classic Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps. But everything across the board, like when I play this game, every single thing on the checklist has been resolved. Red dots on the minimap, the slide canceling has returned. It's not overly spammy, but at the same time, it's not completely slow and useless. And on top of that, it doesn't reset your tac sprint, so it doesn't feel necessary. Your tac sprint also resets without having to stop running, so literally while you're running, your tac sprint is resetting, so it keeps you moving at all times. I can't think of anything truthfully bad. They really did hit everything on the checklist. The only thing, like I said, that is horrible is the fact that it's $70 DLC, skill-based matchmaking, and the maps, and the possibility that Sledgehammer stops giving us good updates in the hyper-focused war zone during the actual life cycle of the game. But man, I would love for you guys to go down in the comment section and let me know. Maybe I'm going nuts here, but it seems that people are being a little bit extra, and they're really, like, I feel like people are really hunting to find negatives. If negatives are presented, trust me, I'm going to cover them, and I always cover them. I mean, before this game even dropped, there was tons of negatives that I thought were happening, and I discussed it every single day. But if they're actually doing good things, what's the point? What's the point of bashing for something that is honestly not as bad as I expected? But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, dislike it. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to be notified for more content just like this with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. But keep you guys updated every single day over on here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, last but not least, we will be streaming over on Kick, especially when the beta drops. So if you guys want to see me live impressions on this beta, even though I did play it a little bit early on PS4, you'll still get my live reaction, obviously, when I hop on PC. And you can see me play it, see me dissect it, showcase certain things. Don't forget, follow my Kick channel. I got the link to that, as well as all my other socials down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.